So let's talk about this. So considering the effort of content creation and curation. So, here we've got a little example. You've got this giant pile of messy logs and branches and scrub, and it's sitting out there. So that's all your data, right? Or all this information that you've got. You might know what it all is. You might know, like, oh, we have 1,000 reports. I mean, oftentimes when I talk to people, it is not unheard of. People have more than 1,000 reports historically that they don't really know anything about it, right? They kind of, maybe they know where they are and maybe they know what they're called, but they don't know what they do, how many people are using them, what they're used for. So it's, but they can identify those, right? Glossary definitions are an interesting sort of thing. That's like, you often don't know what they are. Like it's not like you've got a pile of undefined definitions out there, right? It's more like it's hiding in the woods somewhere is some magical tree that you're going to chop down for some wood, but you don't know where it is or what it is and what you're going to need it for. So that's a sort of a different kind of thing. But the point is that we're going to have to take this stuff and run it through some process to turn it into a nice organized thing that people can use, right? Like this beautiful firewood stack that we've got over here on the right. So when you think about content creation, as I was just saying, there's different levels and efforts and processes for the different types of content. So, and it really depends on what problems you're trying to have. So with reports, if your goal is just to inventory them, to know like what reports do we have across different reporting tools, that's less human intervention. It's more you can probably bulk import that stuff pretty easily into a tool like the cookbook or something else. If you are asking which one of these reports, either in one system or multiple systems, are any good, that's a human curation activity sometime, right? Writing glossary definitions is definitely a human curation activity. Defining quality rules, that is a big debate that we can have, and I think I talked about it a little bit before in a previous session, but if the goal with quality rules are to say, I just want to identify all of the known referential integrity rules in my database or whatever, then that doesn't really, you could do that fairly automated. But most of the time, the data quality rules are it's more about, it's like more like a glossary, identifying issues with your data that are not already documented or not easily determinable. Assessing that quality is another step. Doing a policy attribute evaluation, so going through that. So what if the thing is I've got all this data, this unstructured data over here, and I want to figure out what's PII or what's personally identified information, or what should we have certain security classifications or data retention policies. So that's an effort to go through all of that. Lineage, reference data, so on and so forth. So all of these things are it's different levels of human creation or curation effort. Right? I would say the data model things tend to be less, right? You can pretty much automate those if you've got the right tools. Sometimes, though, getting access to that data model and having a tool like the cookbook or something else set up that can consume and ingest that and automate the ingestion of it can be, a bit of a lift to get past that. But once you get past that, it's really easy, right? I shouldn't imply that the cookbooks are, because it's actually quite easy to do that, but it's oftentimes more like political to get the access set up to that. So the data model information is pretty easy. So I would say that the place where you get the most issue is in dealing with undocumented reports, oftentimes lineage, glossary, quality, and all those things. So some of the technical things become a lot easier. But it is a lot of work,